Welcome back, guys. In this video I will be doing a fuel pump upgrade with also the racetronix universal wiring upgrade for this '79 Camaro. Now this could be done for pretty much any car. Little minor variations where you locate things, that's pretty much it. In this case, this fuel pump is going from 42 psi down to like 32 when he's idling or when he's driving. So we suspect it's a bad pump because it came with this fuel tank that we put in here. So we're going to replace that pump with a racetronix 255 liter pump. And over here we got the wiring for it. This is the universal wiring harness. That's the part number for racetronix. This is pretty cool. They give you 10 gauge wire to run straight from the alternator to feed the power to the racetronix pump you put in the fuel tank. And this comes with an extra cable here for to lengthen the ground. It comes with, right over here, we mounted the fuel pump fuse, the relay, right here. So you don't have to futz around making your own relays and fuses. And this harness comes with a few wires here that you have to connect. One right here, this pink wire, is a signal wire for the relay, the coil side, the power. And we're going to use the atomic EFI. They already come with a wire that gives it power for the fuel pump, so we're going to tap into that. I believe it's the orange wire over there. And the other wires that this harness comes with is obviously the 10 gauge power wire for the fuel pump. And it comes with two more wires here. This is the power wire that goes straight directly to the alternator. And this is your ground. So let's begin. First step, of course, is disconnect the battery. And the battery negative is disconnected. Next order of business is take the power feed wire in the back of the alternator, that nut off. Alright, now we're just routing stuff the neatest way possible, and we're going to put the alternator wire on there. And we go ahead and tighten that down. And we're good. Alright, so we just cut this ground cable from the harness and we put an eyelet on it, and we're going to put it in our ground distribution block over there. And tighten that down and put the cover on it. Alright, so I connected the pink wire from the universal harness to the orange wire on the atomic, and this will give power to the coil side of the relay to energize the pump. So let's go ahead and heat shrink this down. And we're good here. Alright, so for the wiring, everything's done except for the power feed to the fuel pump. That's 10 gauge wire, and it went through here, through here, through here. I'm going to route it down straight into the back of the gas tank. Now we're going to drop the gas tank and put the racetronix pump in. Next order of business, we're going to disconnect these lines, the feed and the return lines. Alright, now the feed, the power feed is the one that we had in here before. We're going to disconnect that. Now to get the straps, we have two bolts here. At the end of the straps are 9/16 bolts. Go ahead and take those off. Alright, make sure you put a jack underneath the gas tank, or have somebody hold it up for you. And make sure the gas tank is empty or you siphon out all the fuel. Alright, make sure you have your safety glasses on. And have your camera woman hold the gas tank. And now we could drop this tank down.
Right. Go, come on.
And gas tank is out. Alright, so the first thing I do before I take the send unit out is get some compressed air and blow it over here, so make sure no debris goes in the gas tank. And now grab a brass punch, because this doesn't make sparks, and a rubber mallet to take this retaining ring off. And there's tabs here, you just hit on those counterclockwise to take it off. just like that. And now this whole thing can come out. Alright, so when we took this out, we realized the sock fell off. So what we think might have happened was the sock fell off and this rubber piece might have hindered the flow over here on the pump somehow, because this wasn't sitting flush, it was sitting something like this. So we might have had an issue like that happen. So anyway, we're still going to replace this pump. And this is actually direct replacement to the Racetronix pump. This is a Walbro 255, and so is this. And the connection is the same. That's a 10 gauge wire too coming out of here. So we lucked out. And we're going to go ahead and swap this out now. Over here, you got to push this in and this pops out. And over here, we're just going to open this up. Like that. So this is the part number of the pump we're putting in, RXP 2255. And when you notice here, it doesn't go through. So we just gotta open it up a little bit. Just enough to get the pump to sit flush over here. There's a carbide bit, just open it up a little bit. Alright, so what I did here, I widened this hole up. I widened it enough so this pump grommet could fit through it. So it's going to sit something like this. It's going to sit flush and outside of it right here. So that's actually perfect. Now this pump grommet comes in the kit, and this is the kit. It's a pump install kit, GM Universal, also from racetronix.com. It comes with that grommet with the foam pad that goes around the fuel pump. It comes with the retaining ring, the ring on top, the seal for the gas tank. It comes with this, we're not going to use. Comes with the hose and clamps. And this kit also comes with a sock. So now I'm just going to go ahead and blow this out. Make sure all the stuff that I grinded away doesn't go anywhere. I'm also going to blow out the lines. So it doesn't go through the pump and damage anything, clog anything up. Alright, now this has a vapor purge port right there, and that has to be open. If you seal it up, then you could risk damaging the pump. So it lines up over here, so I'm just going to cut a little window in here. Okay, now when you put this back on, you see it's exposed, and when you put it in here, it's going to sit flush and it's still exposed. So that's good. We're going to put this over it. Put some silicone spray on here. Whoa, shoot it everywhere. Special over my camera girl.
Oh man, you sprayed me.
You like that, Brianna?
Yeah.
And put some around here. And now we could see how much we need to put here. So I'm just going to cut a small piece like that. And cut that right there. Hose on here. 2 clamps on. Put this in. It's a little fragile here. Alright. I can move this back where it's supposed to be. It's good. And those are good. Now we put the sock on, and this just clips onto here. Tug on that, and that's good. Alright, so one thing to check here is the polarity. This is the positive wire here, the red one. And over here you see where it says positive right there. So it's going to the right area over there, and just pop this in. And that's in. Now pop it in. Always put the sender float in first. So angle it in like that. Pops right in. And it's a bit of a tight fit here. We just gotta squeeze everything in. Just like that. Okay. Don't forget your seal too. Put it on top. And it goes just like that. Alright, position it so the tabs are over here. And just move this around. And bang her in. And that's it. These tabs met with those tabs. So you're done. Gas tank's going back in. Okay. Pop this in. Alright. We have the fuel level sender, sorry. The connector here. Alright, so we moved it a little more forward. And that looks like it's where it's supposed to be. I'm going to put these on. Alright, now put this in. And now put the other side on. And now put the ground back on. Now connect the fuel lines back on. And that's good. And that one's tight. Alright, so for the power wire going to the back where the gas tank is, coming from the front of the car, I have to extend it. And I'm putting a heat shrink butt connector on one end and a 10 gauge wire with a weather pack on the other. So I already put a weather pack on the gas tank side. So just put this in here and crimp her down. That's good. And pop that in until you hear it click, just like that. Tug it, it's good. And this is ready. And pop it in the butt. Crimp her down and heat her up. Get her all hot. Oop. Tug, you're good. And we're done here. Okay, now we're going to put clamps on here. And connect this power wire. And we're good here. Alright, now we're going to prime it. It's working. The injector's pulsed. And we're going to check the fuel pressure and for any leaks on the fittings that we loosened and put back together. Alright, stop. Shut it. Alright, so I put my hand around those fittings and no fuel present, so we're good. So this racetronix pump, the 255, actually flows like 280, 278 liters per hour. So you might have to adjust the fuel pressure down when you put this in. And that's how you install a racetronix kit, a relay harness, and a pump. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like me, and share me. Also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also check out the link below to get some Clowny 969 apparel, shirts and stuff. See ya!